Part 203. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu. Chapter 2021. No. Impossible. This is impossible. How can you possibly return to normal? Whoops, what the hell happened here? Damn it. The poison of the dead saint, how did you untie it? Is that bastard lying to me? This is not the poison of the dead saint at all. Cardinal Taishuyan, Deputy Second Rank Acting Cardinal of the Temple of the Alliance of Light, watched the strange color on Fang Fan's body gradually fade, and finally there was no sign of poisoning at all. How can he accept this? Gritting his teeth and yelling at this moment, the anger deep in his heart suddenly condensed, and then he roared directly, the murderous intent in his eyes vividly displayed. In the mind, this feeling of indignation is extremely real, and I can't wait to rush over to show my bravery. Fang Fan, who just used a serum card, felt inexplicably relaxed. Is this level of toxin difficult to detox? Your son wanted to die on his own back then, so it's understandable that I beheaded him. Today, you also sent yourself to your door looking for death, and even wanted to put me to death. I absolutely can't keep you. But for the sake of your love for your son, you can make a last wish. If I'm in a good mood, I may help you fulfill it. Fang Fan stretched his waist, and couldn't help but look at Xueling, the princess of the Snow Clan, who was beside him. He suddenly felt that he was infected by this little girl. Also started to become a virgin? Fang Fan shivered subconsciously. The Holy Mother is the existence he has always abandoned. He has a bottom line, but the person who should be killed cannot be let go. Ha ha ha. Fang Fan. I really don't know where your confidence comes from. You are nothing more than a supreme quasi-sage, a quasi-sage. And I am a 3-star sanctuary. The ones behind you, if I'm not mistaken, should be cultivators of 1-star sanctuary and 2-star sanctuary realm. You think I care? A joke. It's really a joke. Even if the poison of the dead saint didn't kill you, you would definitely die. The elite of the uncle's family obey orders. Follow me to kill the murderer who killed the young master. Behead Fang Fan, you will be the next young master of the Taishu family. Reward 10 million star cores. Cardinal Taishuyan, Deputy Second Grade Acting Cardinal of the Temple of Light Alliance, let out a roar, and then hundreds of practitioners appeared around him. With a glance at the past, all of them are quasi-sacred and sacred. Most of the high-ranking quasi-sages and top-ranking quasi-sages Yomo accounted for the majority, and the remaining dozen or so were all in the sanctuary realm. Among them, the strongest is naturally that Taishuyan of the 3-star sanctuary realm. Other than that, they are all 1-star sanctuary and 2-star sanctuary realms. It can be seen that although the great uncle's family is powerful in battle, it is not as powerful as imagined. The scene condenses here in an instant. The killing atmosphere is completely unfolded. Fang Fan glanced around, all kinds of thoughts gathered in his mind, and then he couldn't help but chuckled. From his point of view, these people are making the final death sprint. In front of them is the big pit where they are buried. It's just a good time to test the combat effectiveness of the newly promoted major legions. Galen, go and get rid of that Uncle Yan. Blood Shuro Legion, Yellow Turban Sanctuary Warlock Legion, Gothic Sanctuary Sharpshooter Legion. Bang bang bang. As soon as Fang Fan gave the order, he heard waves of attacking roars. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu. Chapter 2022. After all, the Blood Shuro Legion is a close combat legion, so it needs to be close to the enemy to fight. The Sanctuary Warlocks of the Yellow Turban Sanctuary Warlock Legion still need to fully cast spells, and it is unlikely that they will join the battle immediately. but the 12 sanctuary sharpshooters of the Gothic Sanctuary Sharpshooter Legion can directly carry out sniper killing with sniper rifles. And the killing speed is extremely fast. The sniper rifles in their hands are the kind of infinite rapid fire. In addition, there is no need to reload halfway. If you choose blind sniper, you can shoot dozens of bullets within a minute. At such a short distance, a blind sniper is enough for a professional sharpshooter like them to get a headshot. Boom. Bang bang bang. Fang Fan only heard bursts of headshot roars, and then corpses fell in the crowd, their bodies trembled suddenly, and all kinds of thoughts burst out in his mind. Death has become the only main theme. More and more corpses fell on the battlefield, and the smell of blood became stronger and stronger. Fang Fan just lost his mind for a moment, and a blood corpse had already fallen in front of him. At this moment, there are only 7 or 8 quasi-sacred cultivators of the Taisha family who are still alive. The rest were all killed by snipers. When those high-level quasi-sages and quasi-sacred realm cultivators of the Taisha family faced a sniper attack, they would naturally shoot their heads with one shot, and there would be no surprises. As for the cultivators of the 1-star sanctuary realm, the uncle family practitioners may have stronger defensive capabilities, but they can still resist the Gothic sanctuary sharpshooter who is also in the 1-star sanctuary realm. In many cases, it is impossible to achieve a one-hit kill, but one shot is enough to injure it severely, and then add another shot, and the 2 shots penetrate the same position at the same time, directly obliterating it. Using this kind of sniping technique, not only the 1-star sanctuary Taisha family cultivators could not hold on, even the existence of the 2-star sanctuary could only retreat steadily, and there was even a look of endless panic on their faces at this moment. All kinds of thoughts gathered in his mind, and the sense of fear struck instantly. The surviving 7 or 8 uncle family sanctuary realm practitioners panicked at this moment. Facing the surging blood Shura legion, they trembled, and then subconsciously chose to flee completely. At this moment, the only way to escape is the eternal truth. Alive is always the best. This Fang Fan is too powerful. Phew, the guards around him holding mysterious weapons are all demons, they shot out the demons killing fire, and then killed us all. This is simply a group of irresistible existences. Why did our Taisha family choose to compete with such opponents? Phew, this is a mortal situation. Knowing that I will die, I want to escape. Escape. The surviving 7 or 8 Taisha family practitioners looked at each other, then without hesitation, they frantically fled in all directions. Their backs became the best targets at this moment, and the sharpshooters in the Gothic sanctuary carried out countless combos on their backs. Come back. Come back. Idiots. They are all a group of idiots. The brave must win. What are you idiots thinking? We killed that nasty Fang Fan, and we won. Why run away? Why run away? Ah. The elite of my uncle's family are all killed. Fang Fan. Fang Fan. You and I are inseparable. Roar. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shuyu. Chapter 2023. This Taishukian actually roared like a beast. While speaking, his eyes were instantly bloodshot, and then he rushed towards Fang Fan's position with excitement, as if he was at odds with Fang Fan, or in other words, he just wanted to kill Fang Fan, even if it is not hesitating to die together. Tisk, people who insist on courting death really can't be pulled back. Fang Fan stretched his waist, and while talking, his eyes gradually became extremely sharp, and various thoughts burst out in his mind. At this moment, Galen had rushed forward and intercepted Taishuyan, Deputy 2nd Rank Acting Cardinal of the Temple of the Alliance of Light. Galen is a 3-star sanctuary, and this Taishiyan is also a 3-star sanctuary. It can be said that the realm is indeed equivalent, but the combat power seems to be more stretched. Fatal blow. Galen snorted softly, then directly clenched the big sword with both hands, and launched an attack towards Taishiyan. After a clang, Galen continued to charge forward, but that Taishiyan had already retreated far away. How good this guy's fighting power is has actually been shown at this time. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes secretly, and then shrugged his shoulders. This Taishiyan is not only the deputy second-rank acting cardinal with the lowest level he has ever seen, but also the lowest combat power in the 3-star sanctuary. It seems that it is indeed a 3-star sanctuary realm cultivation base, but if you really want to fight, even a 2-star sanctuary realm practitioner can hardly compare. This is like a giant baby, possessing powerful power, but it is difficult to display it at this time. This looks rather embarrassing overall. The overall situation is more or less weird. Fang Fan secretly let out a mouthful of turbid air, all kinds of thoughts gathered in his mind, and his desire to complain was extremely strong. Judgment. Galen made another move, the big sword in his hand suddenly spun rapidly, sword lights flickered one after another, the deputy second-rank acting Cardinal Taishiyan of the Temple of the Alliance of Light could only retreat steadily. At this moment, the wounds on his body became more and more numerous, blood flowed crazily. At this moment, a sense of endless terror also emerged in his heart. Immediately trembling legs, ran away. If you don't escape now, when will you wait? If you continue to stay here, you will really be completely cool. Who can be calm in the face of death? It's just that it's too late for him to escape now. Galen rushed forward, stabbed with the sword, directly cut off his legs, and then dragged him to Fang Fan. Ah, my legs. My legs. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Asshole. Asshole. Fang Fan. What are you doing? You lunatic. What do you want to do to me? Fang Fan, you can't kill me. I am the patriarch of Taishu's family. I am also a descendant of Zuch Sage. Sage Zuch is my holy ancestor. If you kill me, Sage Zuch will not let you go. My lord Zuch Sage and I have the same kind of blood. Taishiyan, deputy second-rank acting cardinal of the Temple of the Light Alliance, roared, his eyes became sharper and sharper, and the gesture of gnashing his teeth was vividly displayed as he spoke. Immediately afterwards, he showed all his whole cards, and directly moved out the Saint Zuchian from the Temple of the Light Alliance. In the entire temple, there is only one saint with the surname Zuch. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 2024. Fang Fan raised his eyebrows subconsciously. This made him somewhat unexpected. Is there still such a connection between Zucheng and Taishu's family? No wonder this guy behaved a little strangely when he found out that Fang Fan had beheaded Taishukian, the godson of the temple. At the beginning, Fang Fan only thought that this Zuch sage paid special attention to his lover. Now it seems that there still seems to be some tricks in it. A playful look gradually appeared on Fang Fan's face. Fang Fan didn't speak for a long time, but Shenning, now being seen by the deputy second-rank acting Cardinal Taishiyan of the Temple of the Light Alliance, suddenly showed arrogance. This Taishiyan only thought that Fang Fan was afraid, and the arrogant look on his face was vividly displayed at this moment. How is it? Are you scared? Let go of me soon. Humph. My great-uncle's family is backed by the Zuch sage, how can you offend me? Even if you make friends with Dongguo Saint? Can Dongguo Saint protect you for the rest of your life? Let go of me. When I'm released, I'll speak well of you in front of Lord Zuch Sage. In this way, you may still have a glimmer of life in the future. Cardinal Taishiyan, deputy second-grade acting cardinal of the Temple of the Alliance of Light rolled his eyes, and then coaxed him from the sidelines. In fact, this guy has too many tricks in his heart. This Taishuyan has already thought about it, and when he escapes, he will immediately look for Zuchsheng, and then ask for reinforcements and intercept and kill Fang Fan on the way. Or simply let Zuch do it. Anyway, no matter what, Fang Fan must die. This is the purest idea. Thinking this way in his heart, the ardent and vicious eyes of Taishuyan, the deputy second-rank acting cardinal of the Temple of the Light Alliance, merged with each other, and his expression seemed somewhat unnatural. I remember what you said before. You said that this snow crystal resource plane is located in a remote place, and you killed me here, and no one, including Dongguo Saint, would know. Then I kill you here now. How does the Zuch sage know that I killed you? If I let you go, it will only harm the world. So, for the sake of less trouble and peace in the future, let's kill you. Fang Fan spoke clearly, and while speaking, he pointed the 4-star holy sword at the neck of the deputy second-rank acting cardinal Taishuyan of the Temple of the Light Alliance. No, do not want. Fang Fan. Fang Fan. You bastard. You lunatic. Sage Zuch has a wonderful plan. He must be able to know everything that happened here. If you kill me, you won't be able to live. Whoa, I don't want to die. You let me go, please. I won't avenge my son. That idiot offended Mr. Fang Fan. He is his fault. Mr. Fang Fan killed him. It should be done. How dare I seek revenge from Mr. Fang Fan? Misunderstanding, all this is a misunderstanding. Fang Fan, don't. Click. There was a sound of bones breaking, and then a good man's head fell to the ground. The scene once seemed horrifying and exciting. In the mind, all kinds of feelings gathered, and the tremor of the body became bigger and bigger. The sense of panic subconsciously revealed at this moment is simply not too real. It's just that it's too late to regret now. The overall situation is settled. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 2025. The next step is to completely wipe out the remnants of the uncle's family in the snow crystal plane. The murder against Fang Fan was resolved so easily. The matter of Taishu's family has been settled, but the original owner of the snow crystal plane, the Snow Clan, is completely panicked. Fang Fan's gaze scanned the past. Countless Snow Clan cultivators bowed down one after another. Great Lord of the Plains, Shwekinran, did all of this. It has nothing to do with others, it has nothing to do with it. I beg you to punish me. Sanction me. I beg you to let our Snow Clan go. I am willing to die to apologize. Bang bang bang. Shwekinran, the patriarch of the Snow Clan, knocked his head on the ground, making loud noises. All the cultivators of the Snow Clan kowtowed, their eyes flickering with horror. At this moment, it would be a lie to say that there is no feeling at all. No one can easily face death. When the threat of death came, the whole Snow Clan was cast a shadow. Kill me! Kill me! Master of the Plane! I was the one who assassinated you. I also carried out the assassination mission. It has nothing to do with my father. Don't do anything to my father. He's innocent. If you want to kill me. I am willing to die. Among the kneeling Snow Clan members, a delicate girl stood up resolutely, then took out another dagger from her cuff, and stabbed it viciously towards her neck. In an instant, blood shot all around, and the smell of blood gradually spread. This delicate girl is Xueling, the princess of the Snow Clan. What a stubborn character. This young girl never held back at all, and she looked completely resolute and suicidal. At this moment, because the neck was broken, he couldn't even utter a complete sentence. At this moment, the mind is boiling, and the trembling of the body is getting bigger and bigger. Before she died, the delicate girl's face showed a look of relief. She seemed to think that doing so would save the entire Snow clan, and she would die without regret. If you die, I will slaughter the entire Snow clan. The corner of Fang Fan's mouth raised slightly, and he said something silently. The sense of satisfaction on the delicate girl's face stopped abruptly, replaced by endless astonishment. Immediately, a sense of shock broke out suddenly, turning into rage. On that delicate face, a pair of exquisite eyes stared at Fang Fan with a particularly aggrieved look, as if he was questioning, or roaring something. Woo, ah. Woo woo woo. Ah. At first, this delicate girl could only make these buzzing sounds, and her head trembled violently. Why are you doing this? You bastard! Our Snow clan is pitiful enough. You still want to bully us? You're even more of a bastard than the previous master of the plane. Bastard! Big villain! The delicate girl was suddenly able to make a sound, and immediately babbled a lot. All kinds of yelling broke out completely, and Fang Fan felt inexplicably that the melon seeds in his head exploded. Aren't you dead yet? What are you nervous about? Just kidding, why are you so excited? Fang Fan looked at the pretty girl, then shrugged and picked his ears. I'm not dead. No. Impossible. I cut myself, my neck has been cut. How could I be alive? Schwelling, the princess of the Snow clan, stared wide-eyed and fell into a lasting shock. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 2026. Just now she clearly chose to kill herself, and the feeling of crying at the end of cutting her throat came, but the feeling at the moment suddenly changed. Schwelling, the princess of the Snow clan, opened her mouth and fell into a state of disbelief. While speaking, his eyes instantly focused on Fang Fan. It's you. You saved me. Schwelling, the princess of the Snow clan, took a few steps back, then stared at Fang Fan nervously and said. It's just that those small eyes are more or less vigilant at the moment. After all, Fang Fan said before that if she dies, her whole family will be wiped out. In the eyes of Schwelling, the princess of the Snow clan, Fang Fan at this moment seems to have become a wicked existence. Otherwise, do you think anyone else will save you? Fang Fan shrugged and said indifferently, the smile on the corner of his mouth was vividly displayed. Schwelling, the princess of the Snow clan, took a deep breath, her consciousness somewhat hesitant. You, don't punish our Snow clan, don't wipe out our Snow clan. If you want to kill me. Please, let them go. Schwelling, the princess of the Snow clan, gritted her teeth, her face full of excitement as she spoke. It's just that at this moment Fang Fan's face showed a look of thinking and doubt. Seeing Fang Fan like this, Schwelling, the princess of the Snow clan, seemed even more worried. She only thought that Fang Fan had become more tyrannical at this moment. Schwelling was weeping, she didn't know what to say at this moment, her eyes gradually focused, her body trembled unnaturally. Immediately, he knelt down on the ground, his head frantically touching the ground. Boom! Bang bang bang! The noise continued. Fang Fan raised his eyebrows subconsciously, his eyes gradually became silent, various thoughts were churning in his mind, and then he sighed softly. It's really fate. I didn't expect to be able to activate a god position in the conferred gods list. Fang Fan looked at the system panel, then silently shrugged and thought. Ding! The exclusive matching character Snow Fairy has been detected on the conferred gods list, and the exclusive mission of the conferred gods list recruiting Snow Fairy is hereby released. Mission Introduction: The girl in front of me is pure in mind, just like Bai Shui. She is the best candidate for the Snow Fairy's throne. Please recruit her to be your female slave. Task time limit, half an hour. Mission reward, Snow Fairy, the 7th rank deity on the conferred god list, can be granted directly to the exclusive character. Reward the host to open the female slave system. Mission punishment, the artifact conferring god list collapses on its own. Remarks, as an invincible supplier, you need a few female slaves to take care of your daily life and help you improve in an all-round way. At this moment, Fang Fan only has endless complaints. It is a good thing to recruit Snow Fairy, and I agree with the extreme, and it can also make one more vacant position on the list of gods, which is indeed a good thing. Fang Fan has felt the effect of the god position before. For example, Galen is the owner of the 9th rank god rank heavenly jailer. Attacking practitioners with high evil values can cause double attack. Wajia is the imperial seal of the 8th rank god and judge of the underworld. He controls the book of life and death. Once the energy of life and death is full, it can even explode 10 times the attack power. In addition, there is Na Yan, the imperial concubine of the 7th rank god, Tianji star disciple. At a critical moment, a wave of magical skills battle control can directly reduce the enemy's combat power by half and double the combat power of one's own side. It is extremely powerful. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 2027. The powerful effect of the god position is self-evident, and this time it has been able to show something. This Snow Fairy god is also a 7th rank god, and the special effects should be extraordinary. It's just that this task is a bit too shameless. Well, he was actually asked to recruit Xueling, the princess of the Snow clan in front of him, as a slave girl. Female slave, this is a somewhat insulting term. Although Fang Fan has always been unrestrained and has collected countless war slaves, it is the first time for a female slave. Fang Fan opened his mouth, it was really difficult to speak. The point is that the time limit for this task is still very tight, only half an hour. Cough. You get up first, get up and talk. Fang Fan's eyes turned towards the surroundings, and the coughing gesture was vividly displayed at this moment. Whatever you say or do now, you have to stick to it. What's wrong? Xueling, the princess of the Snow clan, blinked, with a puzzled look on her face. While speaking, he quickly wiped away the tears on his cheeks. Would you like to be my slave girl? The corner of Fang Fan's mouth twitched, and then asked bluntly. He also doesn't know how to make some fancy inquiries, that is, this kind of direct inquiry is more appropriate now. To be your slave girl. You let me warm your bed. Xueling, the princess of the Snow clan, thought of this joint in an instant, and immediately blushing. Looking at the blushing look of the girl in front of him, Fang Fan knew that she was thinking too much. However, there is a problem with the term female slave, and there is an impulse that makes people think about it. Fang Fan let out a foul breath secretly. At this moment, there is a high probability that he can only play like this. Ah, not as dirty as you think, if you don't want to. I do. Before Fang Fan could finish his words, Xueling, the princess of the Snow clan, suddenly spoke with burning eyes, looking very excited, and even showed some relieved and happy expressions on her face. Being a slave girl, so happy? When did my charm become so great? Fang Fan silently raised his head, thinking to himself. I am willing to be your slave girl. From now on, I'm yours. I just hope you can let our Snow clan go. Also, there are still a group of members of our Snow clan who have been imprisoned by the practitioners of the Taisha clan. I hope you can let them go. I, Xueling, swear by the true spirit of the ancestors of the Snow clan, I am willing to be your slave girl in this lifetime, and I will never leave you, and I will never regret it for the rest of my life. Xueling, the princess of the Snow Clan, suddenly raised her head, and a sharp light shone in her eyes. This kind of obsession gathered in his mind, and it was very clear. Fang Fan looked at Xueling, the princess of the Snow Clan, and silently shrugged. It turns out that this girl chose to sacrifice herself to save the entire Snow Clan? Maybe at this moment, in the eyes of this girl, he is an out-and-out villain? Fang Fan smiled, his eyes gradually becoming silent. Ling-er. Ling-er. It's Dad, I'm sorry for you. It's useless if it's Dad. Daddy, I'm ashamed. Xueqinren, the patriarch of the Snow Clan, suddenly walked over with tears running down his face. Looking at the Snow Clan Princess Xueling, it was completely difficult to hide the heartache in his heart. Fang Fan raised his head and took a look. At this moment, his scalp felt inexplicably numb, several black lines appeared on his forehead. Why did it look like he was robbing the girls? I really just want to complete a task. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu. Chapter 2028. In fact, Fang Fan really wants to say, I let your daughter inherit the throne. But even if this is said, few people are willing to believe it. Fang Fan's eyes turned to the surroundings, various thoughts gathered in his mind, and the expression on his face gradually changed. Master, Lord. You have so many wives, why do you want to force the Snow Clan princess? Master, you were not this kind of person before. Galen came over secretly, then complained silently. After Galen finished speaking, Caitlin said even more sourly, who says it's not? I am such a beautiful woman here, and I have never seen the Lord think about it. I once thought that I was not beautiful enough. It seems the Lord actually still likes this kind of heavy taste. Tisk tisk tisk, where's Xiajiabiu? Where's the female slave? My lord, do you want to prepare some special equipment for you? Do you need a horsewhip? Where are the candles? While Caitlin was talking, she immediately raised the sniper rifle in her hand, her appearance was vividly displayed. Fang Fan inexplicably felt his scalp go numb. Even the horsewhip and candles were put on, couldn't this group of people be a little more simple-minded? Usually, he is too arrogant to indulge these heroes, and they all start to drift away. Don't talk nonsense. I just simply feel that I need to recruit a few female slaves to take care of my life and daily life, don't think about those who are there. Especially you, Caitlin. Every girl, don't drive so fast. As Fang Fan spoke, he immediately took a few steps forward with a dark face. Actually, even if you don't agree, I won't slaughter the Snow Clan. You can rest assured about this. You still have a chance to refuse now, after a while, there will be no chance at all. You have thought about it yourself. Also, I recruited you as a slave only to take care of my daily life, don't even think about anything else. I am the man you will never get. Fang Fan said solemnly, so confidently speaking. When it's time to show off, don't be too indifferent. Xueling opened his mouth, and then stared at Fang Fan in surprise. How could there be such a shameless man in this world? What did this dog man say? I'm the man you'll never have. Co-author, or will this princess hook you up? Xueling clenched her teeth and almost got internal injuries. Everything is at the command of the Lord of the Plain. No, I'm your slave girl now, should I call you master? Xueling looked at Fang Fan innocently and asked. When the master called out, he felt inexplicably numb. Just like them, call me the Lord, or you can call me the master of the hall. Fang Fan let out a breath, then waved his hand and said. Oh, I know the master. Xueling nodded foolishly, then realized that she had called the wrong name again. Yes, Lord Palace Master. Xueling hurriedly corrected her way. Ding. Congratulations to the host for successfully completing the task of attracting Snow Fairy. Ding. Start delivering mission rewards. Snow Fairy, the 7th rank deity on the conferred god list, can be directly conferred on the exclusive character. Reward the host to open the female slave system. The system sound came from the ear, and everything was settled, indicating that Xueling, the princess of the Snow clan, had officially become a member of Fang Fan's command, that is, a female slave. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 2029. Snow Fairy, 7th rank God position, the exclusive artifact Snowflake Spirit. Divine Position Special Effect 1, frozen thousands of miles can use the spirit of snowflakes to completely freeze, and can freeze thousands of miles unconditionally for 10 seconds. Cooldown period is 1 month. God Position Special Effect 2, Snow's profound meaning, condenses the power of snow, understands the profound meaning. Every time you use it, you can improve your own cultivation level by yourself. The cooldown period is 1 month. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes secretly, various thoughts flickered in his mind, and the smile on the corner of his mouth was vividly displayed. At this moment, the thoughts in my heart gradually spread out, and all kinds of ideas suddenly exploded in my mind. 7th rank God position is really not bad. Frozen 1000 miles. The skill can be called an invincible magic skill. Unconditionally freezing 1000 miles of land for 10 seconds, if you use it on the battlefield, you can directly win the opportunity for 10 seconds. 10 seconds, you can do a lot of things, although the 1 month cooldown period is a bit long, but compared to the terrifying effect of frozen 1000 miles, it's nothing. In addition to frozen 1000 miles, there is also the skill of Snow's profound truth. This is the condensation and understanding of the power of snow. Every time you use it, you can improve your own cultivation. This is a skill that can be used indefinitely. The experience card that came out. As long as this skill exists, you can improve your cultivation level every month. If you continue to follow this trend, you can take off all the time. Fang Fan's thoughts gradually wavered, and his eyes gradually became extremely sharp. If the Snow Fairy, the 7th rank god, was conferred on the Princess Xueling of the Snow clan, he might be fully promoted in a short time. Although it seems that it is only the initial stage now, as long as you persevere, you will definitely be able to achieve something. Among the rewards, in addition to unsealing the 7th rank deity Snow Fairy on the conferred god list, the female slave system has also been fully activated. What's this? Fang Fan frowned subconsciously, and then focused his eyes on it. Female slave system. After activation, it can be expanded and filled by recruiting special female slaves. Each female slave can bring various benefits to the host. Number of female slaves, 1. Number 1 female slave Xueling. When the cultivation level is improved, 50% of the experience value will be fed back to the host to help the host to advance. Remarks: the loyalty of all female slaves is mandatory to increase to 100. Once the female slaves rebel, the host can directly kill them consciously. Fang Fan's eyes lit up, and his eyes gradually became sharper. This benefit is really unexpected. Originally, he was very repulsed by any vulgar female slave, but after seeing the benefits that this female slave could bring, Fang Fan suddenly became ecstatic. Fang Fan's eyes focused on the Snow Clan Princess Xueling in front of him, and the smile gradually accumulated on his face. According to the system prompt, half of Xueling's training experience will be fed back to him, the master. In other words, you can be promoted while lying down. Start a salted fish life in the true sense. In addition to this, the more important point is that if Xueling accepts the decree of the 7th rank deity Flower Fairy, then the magical skill of Snow's profound truth can be improved regularly every month. With a wave of cultivation, I can also benefit from it by then. Fang Fan thought to himself, then nodded frequently. Now he suddenly felt that female slaves were too sweet. This is only the effect of one female slave. If there are so many 180, the effects of various female slaves will be superimposed. Fang Fan gradually became a little flustered, various thoughts erupted in his mind, and the smile on the corner of his mouth was vividly displayed. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 2030. Xueling. What I'm going to tell you next, you can't tell anyone. Including your father, the Snow Clan Patriarch Xueqinren. Once you tell the Snow Clan people, it will be the beginning of a disaster for them. Can you understand me? Fang Fan pulled Xueling aside, and while talking, his eyes became sharper and sharper. Xueling, the princess of the Snow Clan, blinked, apparently a little ignorant. All kinds of thoughts gathered in her mind, and her body twitched unnaturally. Then I won't listen. You are terrible. You like to attack our Snow Clan at every turn. You high-ranking masters of the plane are all equally brutal. Xueling stared at her eyes, and while talking, her eyes gradually converged, and the corners of her mouth violently raised. This look is not interesting to look at. Fang Fan looked at Xueling's serious look, and subconsciously rubbed her long hair. I don't know why, but he always likes these cute existences. Although it is said that cuteness is worthless in front of sexy, it is also interesting. Looking at the fluffy hair that was rubbed by Fang Fan, Xueling clenched her red lips, looking more and more aggrieved. At this moment, she also gradually knew her identity at the moment. She is a slave girl. It's Fang Fan's slave girl. In this regard, there is no doubt. She has no chance to refute. She opened her mouth, her gaze was more or less silent. Are you willing to accept the title of Snow Fairy? Fang Fan withdrew his sinful hands from Xueling's body, and his eyes suddenly became solemn at this moment. Seeing Fang Fan suddenly become serious, Xueling also felt a little uncomfortable. She opened her eyes and looked at Fang Fan, with a sense of ignorance in her eyes. Snow Fairy. Divine Position. Edict. What? This is the most likely reaction for normal people to hear these things, which can only be said to be human nature. You can understand that as long as you agree, you will have the ability of some gods. The corner of Fang Fan's mouth raised slightly, then he looked at Xueling and said, Can I have the power of a god? You're fooling people again. Xueling curled her lips subconsciously. She naturally didn't believe it in her heart, she just felt that Fang Fan's words were too false. How much credibility can this wave after wave have? God. That is the most supreme existence, not to mention owning their abilities, even meeting them is a big event that can shake the heavens. Every time a miracle occurs, it will shake the forces of all parties. You just need to answer, are you willing or not? Fang Fan listened to Xueling's ramblings, and subconsciously complained. Where does all this nonsense come from? This is a multiple choice question. Oh. Then I'd rather. Xueling's mouth was raised extremely high, she was afraid that if she didn't follow Fang Fan's will, Fang Fan would condemn the entire Snow Clan again. Those who come out to be female slaves, in all aspects, always have to be more well-behaved, otherwise they will be punished every minute. Xueling sighed about her sad fate and her dark future life, feeling more and more sad, all kinds of thoughts gathered in her mind, and she looked aggrieved at this moment. Seeing Xueling like this, Fang Fan really wanted to slap his face.